give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war, you don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the beats on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me high, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
I need to meditate with the bunny on my state. I'm finna give her a cool shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew, she want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. Legend, Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
Adapting it every day, the language barrier, culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off
named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep it style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run.
The players on your team earn quickly upgrade your team at the end of These are player tags. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in-game. Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players have access to abilities. Unlock those ability slots by improving a player's overall rating.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Aight, oh, your man's have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. Aight, they go to click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, aight, Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you, trying to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church, preaching, telling the truth, and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When nobody run out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma run out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest. But it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my ride. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my lady. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Now.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying this side. Show you and I vibe, take a few. Like Tupac, I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the pull up the Moreland, bro. What's happening?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. To the sideline and likely brings it in. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jackson going to keep it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Henry running right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson now. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8.
Even if it's big or small, do you know where your girl is? But she not at home with ya, 'cause the last time I checked, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more than forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship, I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Well, the summer humidity has abated, the roof is open, and it's time for football at NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas. But today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Oh, look at the juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen to throw once more. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will Anderson. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Allen going to run with it. That's completed right side to Palmer. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing now is Stroud. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Now Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Allen going to run with it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Play action. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Woody Marks, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolute gorgeous throw. Perfect arm, and it was...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Spins past him. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal is.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. As Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back. He scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Stroud going to give the marks.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Here we go. First and 10.
Stroud to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the 42-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He'll swing this out to Marks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And it is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Why Tony, 19 Texans.
Final play of the half. Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
No gain on the play.
Stroud looking to throw.
That'll be complete to Marks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Stroud completes this out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
All right.
They run straight ahead with Marks. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself.
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play here for Buffalo. 62 yards.
It was just called, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He'll try to do it himself. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Bills. First down.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Marks out of the backfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Stroud will look to throw once more. On a slant, here's Collins.
Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 36 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
16. Texans 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Gets around him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans take over.
Working to put a drive together.
At their own 18-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he goes out right around the 39. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He'll try and do this himself. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir with his second.